Steven Crowder is a horrible person, and that shouldn't be shocking news to anybody. If that was shocking to you, then this will be equally as shocking. Dude, I lost my finger! The point is that this conservative superstar has proven himself to be a deplorable person by being racist, homophobic, misogynistic, transphobic. Just think of anything that could get you put on the naughty list, and he's probably done that before. And what I'm talking about today is a situation that came out pretty recently, but it happened all the way back in 2021, where he was supposedly, allegedly, because it's not been, I guess, proven yet, to be verbally and emotionally abusing his wife. And this all spawned from some Ring cam footage that I seen posted on Twitter. Someone called it the Crowder tapes, parts 1 and 2. And it's just Ring security camera footage of him just being terrible towards his wife that was pregnant at the time. Now, all the footage together is about 3 minutes and 30 seconds, so I'm just going to give you the spark notes real quick, just the highlights of it. I'm going to make a highlight reel of this verbal assault, just so you can understand what's going on.
I drew a boundary. I drew a boundary. No, you just did it. I drew a boundary of abusive and cruel. You were not taking the car. Because if you refuse to do wifely things, then I will go pick up the groceries. There's no groceries.
So this whole argument is about her wanting to take the car out, go do a few things, pick up a few things, and he's going, "No, my car, no." Basically, he's just being a big old baby.
How about you first? Hillary, how do you respect the man? Yeah, how do you man? How do you man receive love and respect? No. How do you man respect? No, you're not taking the car.
Steven,
you're not taking the car.
Steven,
you are not.
Then I will ask them to pick me up. Would you like me to ask?
Oh, that's right.
It's not correct, Steven.
Give it an Uber.
Okay, Steven, I can't.
Feeling some constraints?
Steven.
Like, I can't
Steven.
go. Listen to me. You want to walk out right now? Listen to me. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to my parents. I can't call my friends. I can't be home. You're going to take the car and leave me here. Hillary, just think of how boxed in you've made me.
What do you need me to pick up? I'll get it.
So there he goes, throwing his little temper tantrum, being like, if you take the car, then I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this, I can't do that. And it's just so crazy. And you also might be thinking, this dude's a multi-millionaire. He makes money from being a terrible person. Why does he only have one car? Well, my theory, this is of course just a game theory, since he seems to like to be a total control freak and say what his wife does down to the second she takes a crap, he most likely only has one car so he can do exactly this and try to control her and make her do exactly what he wants. He wants to be the king of his castle and be the one that wears the big boy pants around here. It's just like a toddler basically not wanting to share his toys with other kids. So whenever someone else tries to touch one of his toys, he goes, "No, get away, mine, mine." That's exactly what he's doing. He's baby raging.
No, that doesn't work either. You'll be back when you're back. That doesn't work either.
Do
you understand the difference between my life being set to the second and you going, "I'll be back when I'm back"?
Steven.
And making it work. The only way out of this is discipline and respect. It's the only way out of it, or we're at an impasse.
We are at an impasse.
Good.
Another thing that is blatantly obvious from this video is that Steven thinks the literal universe revolves around him. Not just the solar system, not just the Earth. Everything in existence revolves around Steven Crowder. He is the central point of everything.
Because you can't have any discipline and respect.
Yeah.
There you go. You throw your hand, you give up so easy.
Discipline and respect. He says this a bunch in this little video here. Discipline and respect. Discipline and respect. Treating her like she's a dog or something, that she should have discipline and respect his authority. And Steven Crowder is exactly the type of person that you see something horrible that he does and you're like, oh, if someone was going to do it, definitely would be him. He does, like, it wouldn't be surprising to me if he did some, like, Eric Cartman levels of evil. It would be sad, obviously, and horrible, but I couldn't say I didn't see it coming. And that opinion, I'm going to stand my ground on. Feel free to change my mind.
Hillary, you give up so easily? I just said the only way out of this is discipline and respect. You said, then we're at an impasse.
Steven, no, we are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Steven, He's sick. Your beast
Watch it.
is sick.
Watch it. Fucking watch it.
I'm gonna let go. I'll get what you give you again.
Oh, she struck a nerve. Big boy puffing his big boy cigar had his little feelings hurt. Whoa. Oh, wee. He said a curse word to her. Wow, watch it. Whew. You can just feel the testosterone and the rage pouring through the screen from how manly he is. Man, you can tell who's the man in that relationship.
I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem. I've never received love from you, and the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D, you just be disciplined about it, you go, no. But I love you more than life itself. Okay. Put on some gloves. No. But I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. That's not fair, and it's disingenuous. Hillary, you're right, right then past. Become someone, listen to me, day in and day out, worthy of a wife. No, not as a wife. I didn't say as a wife. Hillary, come on now.
I'm not gonna engage anymore.
Become a wife worthy. Become a worthy wife for me, Steven Crowder, your highness. A wife worthy. Wow. I feel so bad for his wife, whose name is Hillary, in this situation, because she's just being so adult about this whole thing, trying not to ramp it up, trying not to engage and make him even more mad than he already is. But he's just constantly trying to level it up, take it to the next level, and make it just even more of an unhealthy argument. Which makes me wonder what she's seen in the dude in the first place. I would have to imagine she is a big conservative herself, because it just wouldn't make sense for anybody to be capable of loving Steven Crowder unless you were as delusional as he is. Like, the woman I would envision that falls in love with Steven Crowder would be someone who grew up in an area like me in West Virginia or something, like backwoods area, dips constantly, just, let's say, Tusco. You know, maybe they do some crack as well. That's the woman I would imagine with Steven Crowder. Even has, like, you know, the rebel flag posted up in their bedroom, all that. She seems way too good for him. Like, way too good. At least in this conversation. I don't know anything about her aside from this, so she could be a bad person outside this. I don't know.
Are you committed enough to do anything? Are you committed enough to do anything?
I'm gonna just
Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to get the medication the dogs? No, you take Betty.
So that ends there, and it says, as the Crowders head inside, Steven gets angrier and angrier, and by his own admission screams, "I will fuck you up," at his pregnant wife, Hillary, who then flees their home. So he takes it to level extremo there at the end, basically admitting that he's gonna beat her up, which is a crazy thing to say to your wife, which makes her naturally leave. And like I said, this happened back in 2021. I believe they're now divorced, or they're in the process of getting divorced. Point is, they're not together anymore. But as, you know, as it would happen when all this stuff comes out, more information comes out from both parties involved. She is saying, and her family, everyone that's like representing her, says that she was dealing with this kind of verbal and emotional abuse for years before this encounter, which makes sense. If it happens here on camera, it's definitely happened off camera before, throughout their entire marriage, probably. I think they met in like 2012, and it wouldn't be surprising if he was doing stuff like this to her the entire time. And the story continues because Steven Crowder posted a response. He put out a statement regarding this situation since the ringing cam footage was posted online and everyone's been talking about it. He did tweet out this, and it's his response.
I commented on my ongoing divorce on Tuesday, requesting privacy in the best interest of the family, but also by court order agreed upon by all parties. Look, broken marriages are ugly, and in them people do ugly things. Myself, of course included, I would never claim otherwise. However, due to recent misleadingly edited leaks to the tabloid press without context and not subject to consequences of the court.
So his first claim is that the footage we just watched was edited and as well out of context. Both of those things I don't really believe particularly, but if we were to play along with him, you know, treat him like the child he is, if it was actually out of context, what context would make it seem like you're in the right here. You was talking down to her like she was nothing. It's like you were basically spitting on her like she was the ground beneath your boot. Just disrespecting her to the max. Your wife, who was pregnant with your children, you were treating like that, trying to lock her up, put her in her cage like she was a pet, not let her go out and live her own life, be her own person.
Well, if not privacy, the next best option is truth. So today, I have filed a motion to officially unseal all files as they relate to the matter of legal record. Finances, relevant medical records, including mental health history or evaluations, depositions, and any motions or sanctions from the courts of Texas.
I feel like he's doing the whole make information public thing as this grand gesture to make it seem like he's the one who's actually the victim. And when this comes out, it'll prove that he's the one in the right and his wife is the one in the wrong. But I don't think any amount of evidence that could come out could make him somehow not look like the bad guy. I just don't think that anything that ever happens to Steven Crowder will make me feel bad for him. There's not a feeling of empathy I'll ever feel towards that man.
But if the privacy agreements are not respected by all parties, I will address all that is a matter of irrefutable legal record in full context next week.
I just don't think any context whatsoever is going to make him look like the good person in this situation. Him not being able to go to the gym or go see his family or go out when he wants to in his car. Nothing's going to switch this situation around. He would actually have to rewrite history, build a time machine, go back in time, and somehow become the victim for him to actually be the victim in this situation. He would have to undo the fabrics of time and reconnect them to just, change the entire space-time continuum for something that drastic to happen. And also, while looking into this whole situation, I found out that Steven Crowder is really against no-fault marriage laws, which means that no-fault marriage laws means you can get divorced even if there isn't a reason like abuse or infidelity in the marriage. Basically, he wants to only be able to get divorced if someone is being abused or if someone cheats on their significant other. He doesn't want there to be freedom and free will, free choice in a relationship. He wants them to be locked together unless something's actually committed that would break up that marriage. Now, there's no evidence of this, I don't think. Maybe there is, I don't know. I don't watch Steven Crowder. But it feels like to me that he wants to own his wife. He wants his wife to literally be his property. And that is absolutely crazy. He just wants whoever gets stuck with him to be stuck forever. That's just a wild thing to be in support of. That literally just, it would make you feel like you're trapped, imprisoned almost in this relationship. That can't be healthy in any way. Just having that in the back of your head, like, I can't get out of this unless I cheat on them or if I abuse them. Like, that's crazy. Anyways, that's all I wanted to go through with you. Steven Crowder is a terrible person. In other news, my shirt is turquoise, not blue. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.